Hello everyone. This presentation will be about the Trading Sentiment Analyzer as the final project for the Computer Science 410 Text Information Systems. I am Mohammed Khorasani, and I'll be happy to show you my program today. So I'm just going to walk through a quick overview of this presentation. I'll begin with a summary of this program, then what is the function of it, who will benefit from this program, the algorithm that's used to calculate my trading sentiment. Then I'll show you how to run it online, how to run it locally, and finally I'll give you some results of my program. So a quick summary is that this Trading Sentiment Analyzer program will compute a normalized sentiment score for any stock, currency, commodity, or index by analyzing relevant and current news articles on the internet. So what exactly does this program do? Well, to begin with, I have to give you some context of how a trader must execute their trades professionally. Well, one thing they need to do is they need to observe the sentiment regarding any trading instrument that they wish to invest in. So basically, they must pay attention to what the public is feeling about that trade or about that instrument, because it does actually have an effect on the prices. So if there's a poor sentiment, probably it's not a good idea to purchase it at that specific time, and vice versa. So the Trading Sentiment Analyzer will analyze any instrument that you requested by retrieving textual information from news articles using the Google News API. So after analyzing various articles, this program will basically provide you with a quantified score on the 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month, and also the overall sentiment. A perfectly bullish, or what is known as a positive sentiment in the trading community, will receive a perfect score of 1.0, and also a perfectly bearish or negative sentiment will receive a score of minus 1.0, and 0, which is in between, is neutral. So who can benefit from this program? Basically anyone who is part of the trading community will stand to benefit. This includes but is not limited to private investors, institutional investors, banks, insurers, etc., you name it. Knowing what the short-term future may hold for any trading instrument can definitely increase your chances of increasing your returns. One important thing to note out is that such technical indicators are not always or entirely accurate, and user discretion must definitely and absolutely be exercised at all times. So the algorithm for this program is as follows. First, we retrieve an article and extract its text from the Google News API. Then the text will be tokenized. A length filter will be applied. A lowercase filter will be applied. A stop word filter will be applied based on the lemma stopwords.txt. Finally, the words will be stamped, and a term frequency will be done for positive and negative terms. So examples of positive terms include bullish, soar, rise, increase, etc. And negative words will include bearish, fall, reduce, etc. The formula for the sentiment score is as shown: PS minus NS divided by PS plus NS. PS stands for positive term frequency, and NS stands for negative term frequency. So basically the sentiment score corresponds to the difference between the two divided by the total count for the two, because we want to normalize the score. And as I explained previously, the score ranges from -1 being negative all the way to +1 being positive. So I've hosted this program on pythonanywhere.com, and I'm just going to quickly show it to you. So over here you can enter the name of any trading instrument. I'm just going to go ahead and type AAPL, which is Apple's trading acronym. So over here you can see that the 1 day sentiment is 0 or neutral, 1 week is minus 0.05, 1 month is minus 0.013, and overall is minus 0.06. So Apple mostly looks a little bit negative, although the 1 day has been a little bit better, the 1 day sentiment. Once you're finished with that, you can click here to calculate again, and you'll just be taken to the previous page. To run this locally, you have to follow the instructions that I have provided on the README file. So first you must install Python 3.4. That's the version that I'm using, although it does also work with later versions. You must install the toolkit's pip, News API, which is the Google News API, requests, tkinter, which is for the graphical user interface, obviously MetaPy to do all the tokenization, and finally collections. So to install these, you just need to go into your command prompt, type the following command, you need to then change your directory to your Python installation folder as shown here, and this will just allow you to use pip install MetaPy. Pip install allows you to directly install through the command prompt. It's very simple. I highly recommend it. So I've already installed it, obviously, so I'm going to get a requirement already satisfied as shown, but you should do this separately for all the toolkits that are mentioned. Once that is done, and then you will paste these three files, so the source code, the lemma stop words, and the Illinois logo.gif, which is used for the graphical user interface. You paste in your root directory, and then in these 6 lines of code, you need to alter the code to reflect your root directory so that they can access these files. Then go ahead and run the source code. You will get the window like this, and you can type any trading instrument like oil. Click generate report, and you will get a report that will be shown momentarily. Yeah. So this is very similar to what you saw on the internet. I'm not going to walk through it again, but this is what you will see. One thing that's important to note is that if you type something that is irrelevant to trading, you will not be given a score report. You will be given instead a message that says that there's no information found for this instrument, so you should try again. So let's just compare some results with what is referred to as the relative strength index, which is a technical indicator that reflects the current and historical strength or weakness of a stock. It ranges from 0 to 100, with low strength being 0 and high strength being 100. So for the Apple stock, as you can see, the trading sentiment analyzer gave a score of 0 for 1 day, minus 0.05 for 1 week. This roughly corresponds in range to the RSI, which gave 32 for 1 day and 31 for 1 week. For oil, for the trading sentiment analyzer, we got 0.22 for 1 day, 0.01 for 1 week. Again, roughly has the same trend as the RSI, 39 for 1 day and 30 for 1 week. That will be all. I hope you download this program and test it for yourself, and I hope you have a good day.